Y'all suitcases ain't slept since. It seems like 5 days since. Every time I hold up my wrist, it's a new face. I shouldn't got a whip for her. She came to my dimension. She texting me, she give me a commission. Only time he could get at me is my mentions. Buy for it, get it tailored, I know her dimension. She's so in love with CC, it's all over her wish list. They took her to the back room, I let her get the business. So I envy, don't put them in your business. I let you go for whatever you want, if she ain't get it. Don't be hunting no phone, G. Get more stress in a long sleeve. I'll be gone for a month or two. I'm knocking out this money. I gotta keep some racks inside my reach. Get lonely. You know me, bro, tell us get out home. My on my own page. I'm turning up with like I don't got my own. Get off on the island. Both our phones on silent. Like,
hey, MP! What can I get you started with? All right, MP. See you next time.
There he is. AMP. It's your world. We just live it.
Receive a poster with the months on stage. Make sure to get your attendance tonight. Be here for our mascot mania. All fans intended to receive a poster of Bango the Buck. A reminder that you can still join us for any upcoming home game. Order your tickets online or through the booth. Don't forget Fox fans, we'll start tickets available to future home games. We offer both single and package game deals. All you have to do is go on our website or the welcome to games to secure your bases. The National Basketball Association and the Nike Hearts have considered a safe and enjoyable sports experience. People want us to refrain from any disruptive behaviors or dismounting contact activities.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. All right, looking at the Utah Jazz, Shams, what do you think about trading All-Stars Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell back in 2022?
It's really rare for an NBA team to trade two All-Stars in one offseason, especially a team that was competing to go deep in the playoffs year after year after year. But they really believe, Kevin, that they got maximum value for both Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. They're flush with draft picks. They've got young talent, young assets, and cap space moving forward. I really like and have confidence in their future.
Well, we know Gobert has made a difference with Minnesota. Mitchell seems to be making a difference with Cleveland. So you love the trades that work on all sides, don't you?
And Kevin, one thing you know about the front office in Utah is they're going to be completely aggressive moving forward to bring talent to Utah.
Well said. The starters for the Utah Jazz, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's George. And for Milwaukee, the guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Jazz passing it around for the 3. Drops in the tray.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Collins. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. From the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against us. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat you.
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Here's Lillard following the 3-pointer by Utah. Here's Lopez. Collins grabs the miss. The Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Wasted no time on that one. He's got 11.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Lillard against George from the baseline. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
A 3-ball. And Utah, another 3.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And it's Trent in the corner. Giannis passes to Trent. The rebound by the Jazz. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Utah Jazz.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We really think of Damian Lillard as a scorer only, but this guy does a lot of good stuff out there. Assists, rebounds, really solid stats for him across the board.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Shoots the 3. And Lopez pulls it down. Bucks trail by 9. To the middle. From 6 feet. Trent. It's tipped. Another shot. The rebound by the Jazz. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so you have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. And so it's Milwaukee now, following the three-pointer by Utah. Antetokounmpo passes to Kuzma. Here's Lillard. It's up a 3. Kessler with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Fires the 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Lillard. His last outing with 20 points. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard against George. The 15-footer. Lillard misses.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Bucks trail by 17. Puts it up from 12. And it's Lillard again missing.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Got that one up quick. He's got 25.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Will it go? Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Sims is checked in. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
It's all you, MP. You got this. I'm coming.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo looking it over. From 11 feet away. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The size and length of Bobby Portis making him a problem in the paint.
For Milwaukee, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Free throw, good, Portis. And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your it's like I'm talking to my teenage daughter. What is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to look forward.
And you always do. You always do.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Portis a screen on Collins. Here's Antetokounmpo. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
And it's George missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Portis can't get it to go. Utah has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. On the wing, George, guarded by Green. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we've seen that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. And the layup is good. And he has 42.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Right side, Green. Utah with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Collins, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Rollins the pass to Porter. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 8.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity now.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Drills the three-pointer.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Giannis outside. Pass to Green. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Green with a screen on Collins. Shot clock at 5. And it's Green missing. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Here's Hendricks. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
We got this.
And so it's the Utah Jazz enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And the Bucks, they're shooting about 42% so far. So on the floor for Utah. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Then it's Keontae George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Lillard against George. And that one's good. Lillard's got 10 points.
Hey, Lillard's not the biggest guy on the floor, but I tell you what, he plays with great passion and can do work inside.
Markkanen in the corner. Lillard against George. Collins a screen on Lillard. George, no good. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
90 seconds now into the second half. Kuzma outside. Buries it from three-point range. Kuzma's got his second bucket.
A reliable stretch forward. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
He's feeling it. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Kuzma outside. Lopez a screen. Here's the floater. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from Markkanen. From the wing. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Outside Collins. Three-pointer. And again for three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Kuzma outside. No good with the triple.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Launches a three. Good! Another from three.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg, he's now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 7.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. Inside, here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Lillard against George. Shot clock at 6. That shot no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. Takes the 13-footer. Trent can't hit. Utah's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Trent outside. Back to Lillard. George with the defensive effort. And here's Utah. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Kessler. Lopez over to help. Releases. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. The Bucks working the ball around. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Porter's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Clarkson on the wing. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
That free throw, no good. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. He hits the second from the line. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here is Lillard. He's got 12. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Lillard. Trent with the wide open look. Good. Big play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Collier. Covered by Lillard. And it's Collier missing. Milwaukee's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point. Oh, wow, man!
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely...
Here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And Rollins subbed in for Lillard. Giannis outside. Shoot from the right block. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. And got it! Another basket.
And he has all the tools and the desire.
Now tied for second most 60-point games. What a career he's had. My goodness. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Lots of room. That one goes in.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Rollins. To the inside. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Porter. And Lillard subbed in for Rollins. So it's the Bucks now. Trent can't hit. Jacks up a 3. And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Lillard with it. Lopez outside. Pass to Trent. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Lillard, the pass to Giannis. No good on the triple. Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And good, he hits it again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Over to the wing. 3-pointer, Lillard. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 6 assists now in the game.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And finished off by Martin.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Trent kicks to Kuzma. The rebound by Collier. And here are the Jazz now. Fires from the corner. And no good that time. And it's Trent in the corner. The 15-footer, and the jumper is on the mark.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Down low, here's Trent, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Excellent read from the veteran Lillard. He has a strong feel for how his teammates are open.
Takes a 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Giannis outside. 13 feet away. Bank shot, no good. Utah has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. There's the drive. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Jazz.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And I love what they accomplished here tonight. Made the plays they had to, and that's why they'll go up 1-0 in their season series against Milwaukee.
3-pointer, Lillard. And it's John Collins with the rebound. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Connects again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. Kuzma outside. And nothing is falling for him right now. Utah with the ball. Here's Collier. Lets it go with a 3. Again, what an avalanche!
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA.
Call the electrician because MP just shot the lights out.